everyone. So I thought I would do a little bit of an update on how things have been going since my last video, which was last week sometime maybe. Yeah, I don't remember. It was the 17th, which was about a week ago, something like that. So yeah, things are going okay. I've kind of gotten to a better place about the whole job situation. Um, it was really hard, and I spent most of last week being upset about it and being depressed and just not in a very good place about it. And finally, by like Thursday night, I had gotten to be a little bit more okay with it. And I mean, I wasn't just upset about the job situation. That was kind of, it was just, there was so many things that had piled up over a couple of weeks that it was just, I was just angry about everything. I saw my counselor last Friday, and I told her that I just spent the week being angry at the world. I was angry about having to be in the hospital. The week before, I was angry about having to have my port taken out. I was angry about having to have a PICC line now. I was angry about losing my job. I was angry. I was just angry. And the way that that manifests itself for me usually is that I get depressed and I go inward and I don't talk about it, and I just get very quiet and sad, more than actual what you would actually think would be how I would portray anger. So I spent a lot of last week just being really I don't really want to call it sulky, because I feel like that's a negative thing, and not that what I was doing was positive, but I was just depressed about the whole situation. And I'm in a much better place now. I spent some time towards the end of last week looking into new nannying jobs, responding to a ton of job postings on a website that I'm a member of, where parents can post listings for babysitting and nannying positions and some other things, tutoring and pet sitting and stuff like that. And then nannies and babysitters and pet sitters and everything can respond to the ads, to the postings. It's not exactly ads. And so you can kind of connect that way. And yeah, so I responded to a lot of postings. And so far, I've had 2 in-person interviews with families. I had one on Sunday for a family only about 10 minutes away, who's looking for care 2 days a week, 2 like full days, like a little more than 10 hours a day, for their infant son. And that went really well, but I don't think that that's really going to be a good fit for me, because there's really no flexibility with the job. Like, the mother has to be at work. And so, like, one of their questions was actually, like, if there's a snowstorm, how will you get here? And I was kind of thrown off by that, and, like, I mentioned it to Eric, and he was like, really? Like, that's where their mindset is? Because she just has to go to work, apparently. Like, I'm not sure what she does. I didn't ask what she does, but I should have. But like, that's not kind of what I'm looking for. I need a place where there is some flexibility, and where I'm not going to have to go out in a snowstorm to get to work. And yeah, so and then I interviewed on Monday with a family in the same town where I live, probably only a few miles away. I'm not sure exactly where they live, but really close by anyway. Who's looking for a full-time mother's helper. The mother has been sick recently and is getting better now, but they've realized that she really needs some help. They have 2 kids, a 6-month-old and a 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old. And she really needs some help to be able to make sure that she doesn't run herself too thin. Which, like, I just like that idea to start with, to be, like, making sure that she's taking care of herself. And I feel like that would be a good situation for me. And it would be, like, we would be working together. I would be taking care of one kid and she would be taking care of the other. Or I would be home with one and she would be out with the other at a class. Or, I would be going and picking up the older one at preschool. Or, it would be a lot of working together, which would be nice, and there would be the flexibility of, if I'm sick one day, or if there's a snowstorm, or whatever, it's not like she's missing a day of work because she doesn't work. She's home with the kids. So anyway, so the interview I felt went really well, and I'm waiting to hear back from them. I should hear back from both of those families. The first one, I should hear back from this weekend. And if they offer me the job, I'm gonna turn it down, unfortunately. And then I should hear back from that second family by Monday. They said within a week, probably, of when I met with them. And then I have another interview, another in-person interview set up for tomorrow, with a family about 20 minutes away, probably. But it's just for 2 mornings a week. So it's not really enough hours for me. And then I did kind of a phone interview with another family in the town where I live. And I'm going to have an in-person kind of meeting, interview kind of thing next Wednesday. And they're looking for a full-time nanny. The mother works from home, and but she's like off in an office. And so yeah. So I've kind of realized that I'm interested in a full-time nanny position. I would be interested in, if I was able to find something that would work, that was a good schedule for me, and that was a good fit with the family, that was, 25, 30 hours a week, I would go for that. But I feel like full-time is probably what I'm going to end up with, which is fine. Like, I'm fine with that. As long as they're not, so by full-time I mean like 40 hours a week or right around there. I'm not interested in working 60-hour weeks, which is what some nannies do. I'm not interested in being that kind of overworked nanny. So yeah. I realize I have just rambled on for like 7 or 8 minutes about my interviews. I apologize because I realize that they are probably not all that interesting to most of you. So I'm sorry for that. Um, I'm extremely tired this morning and very foggy and just like not very with it. So health-wise, I will say I'm not gonna make this video too much longer because it's already like 9 minutes long. But health-wise, things are okay, but I'm noticing, like, I'm trying not to notice it, but I'm noticing that there are some Lyme symptoms that are, and actually, honestly, some Babesia symptoms, that are creeping back a little bit, which, when I say that I'm trying not to notice them, it's because I don't want it to be happening. But I'm noticing, I think first I noticed that I'm having some more air hunger. I noticed it like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. And it hasn't been all the time. It's just like off and on. But every once in a while I'm like, oh, I'm having some trouble breathing. um, and then I've been having some what's probably bone pain. I had the same kind of pain. I don't remember when it was. I think I made videos about it. But it kind of came and went mysteriously. I had it for a couple of weeks. And this time it's like it's coming and going. It's not constant, but it's enough so that I'm definitely noticing it. And I can't really attribute it to anything else. So, yeah. I'm also not Lyme related. I'm also starting to notice a lot of not so pretty bruises popping up from the blood thinners. I already bruised really easily before starting them, and now it's just a little bit more. I have a pretty ugly bruise on the back of my knee that Eric noticed this morning and was kind of surprised by. But, you know, one of the lovely things about blood thinners. So I have, these are maybe I'll do a video of doing one of my shots, maybe tonight or something. This is my Lovanex shot that I do twice a day. I do it at 9 in the morning and 9 at night. So yeah, that's lots of fun. I have an alarm on my phone for that. Otherwise, I would very likely forget most of the time and not wake up for it in the morning. Yeah. So that's more or less the overview of what's going on. Hopefully I will know what's going on with my job stuff in the next week. But I don't really know. I mean, I'm hoping it's not going to drag out too much longer. I was supposed to be continuing to babysit for the family that I just for Jane and Charlotte this past Monday, and this coming Monday, but it turns out that this past Monday they canceled on me kind of at the last minute, and then this coming Monday is Halloween, and they don't need me because they're going trick-or-treating. So I'm going on Friday to drop off the car seats and my keys for their house, and yeah, so that's that. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. My brain is a little bit fried right now. So I will, instead of rambling on and boring you all to death, I'll just leave it here. And at 13 and a half minutes, I think that's probably plenty. So I hope you're all doing well. I've been catching up on videos as I've been resting these past couple weeks, and yeah, so I hope you're all doing well and having a good week, and I will talk to you soon.